I told you guys, order out of chaos. That's what they live by. Even if I tell you, you still won't believe me. You suffer from that illness of mass hysteria. You go where the wind blows you, but you never, as an individual, critically think. Some of you are really xenophobic. That's what it's called. You have so much hate. You are treating these foreign nationals the way that your grandparents or parents were treated in apartheid.
Give am now, give am, give am.
What's that go tell me I give am? You don't know what South Africans do Nigerians. So I'm expecting I give am. Why go give am? So I can't give you, I can't give you.
Oh, you dare me, no.
Why not tell me? We don't be man give. Why go give am?
You still collect the money.
Why not collect the money before? I don't understand.
Let's be clear. If we are honest with ourselves, we know that every nation that wants progress and security must tighten its borders, right? And ensure that inhabitants who aren't citizens declare their reasons to stay and get properly documented for accountability's sake, whether they enter the country visa-free or not. Nigeria is suffering from insecurity because we left our borders porous, and so jackals and scallywags with no ambition entered. If you check countries with insecurity problems, they are mostly committed by insurgents from neighboring nations. Why? Because these neighboring nations do have the ability of migrating from their nations to your nations without proper documents and without visa. These insurgents on a normal day do not have the luxury of entering or boarding planes because they do not have even the documents to do so. I want us to be very clear here. Tightening border security is very important. Ensuring that foreigners get the proper documents is very vital. Unfortunately, it is a bit late for Nigeria in that regard because it is disheartening to see that foreigners even have more national documents than we the citizens. Do you know the millions of foreigners with NIN and voters card in Nigeria and hundreds of thousands of foreigners with Nigerian passports? What I saw yesterday made me confused. So in the end, they commit crimes and they are Nigerians. We've heard of bandits. How many of them are Nigerians? So many of them are foreigners from neighboring nations. 99% of the time, they are people from West Africa who entered Nigeria with no visa and other documents. So yes, if any nation or citizen of nations fight for documentation and presentation of valid papers, yes, they are on track. However, in the case of those people in South Africa, it is different. The problems with South Africa is that they do not know what they want. They are a group of confused people with no clear mission.
Foreigners are not the problem. We are. Let me say that again. Foreigners are not destroying South Africa.
I hate foreigner. I hate Krikamba. I hate Kwara. I hate Zaizai. I don't like foreigner. Foreigner must go to their country.
Our failed leaders, our broken economic model, and our silence are. We are chasing Zimbabweans out. While 80% of the land is still owned by white billionaires and apartheid families. We are burning foreign businesses while Anglo-American and ShopRite send out billions each year. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get hate for it, but I'm going to say it because it's true. Immigrants aren't stealing the jobs, they're taking the ones we won't do. In the shadows of a system built on exploitation. South Africa doesn't have an immigration crisis. Has a justice crisis. Let me be clear, I'm not saying open up the borders wide. I'm saying track movement properly, register people, set up pan-African trade zones, community assemblies, and stop pretending that a passport defines someone's worth. If you're more angry at the street vendor from Malawi than the billionaire who owns the mall in your township, you're not a patriot, you're a puppet. Africa will not rise until Africans stop fearing each other more.
Your own neighbors. You said they take jobs. I asked the question. 300 Ghanaians went back to Ghana 3 days ago. Show me 300 jobs which were created after those 3 Ghanaians left. Say no, Mahama took 300 people back to Ghana. And as a result, here are 300 jobs that we created. Because what are 7 which jobs are they taking from you? Who wants to do these jobs that these people don't pay for? Because these people who come from outside South Africa, they are the ones who do those jobs during harvesting season in Stellenbosch, where they are not paid anything. And you will never want to do that job because we know our rights. We don't want slaves jobs. We want jobs that have got appointment letter with benefits, with pension funds, a letter that can confirm that you are economically active. In Alexander, 1 year, they took away the Zimbabweans and foreigners who were selling apples and tomatoes on the streets. Said, Mabahambe, let them go out. After they chased them away, no South African went to that space to sell tomatoes and apples. Abantu say Alex were saying, hey, you know, we now travel long distance to go and get tomato. Because when you remove them, you must go in and sell tomatoes.
That is a very simple statement that needs a response, but no, because you drove out a skilled technician. And so driving out a skilled technician, can you fix nails the way they do? Can you fix nails the way she does it? You remove the staff from a company and you think the company will recruit you? The answer is no. You would need to prove your worth for the company and why you should be hired before you are hired.
Now, what I have found, and I mean, I can't generalize, but many of the Zimbabweans I know in South Africa are highly skilled and add a huge amount to the economy. Skilled people add more opportunities for unskilled people than they take away. So we want skilled migration to South Africa. We want people with skills who've got money and skills who've got entrepreneurial leanings, who will start businesses. That's what we want. That's how you grow the economy.
What do we do with the unskilled, which are equally as many?
Look, you can't go around rounding up people and kicking them out.
No company wants to recruit someone that cannot deliver. If you look at it, South Africans always agitate for foreigners to leave. But when you try to leave, they will try to stop you. They will tell you to go back to your country and fix your country. But when you want to go back, they wouldn't want you to leave. Why? Because their problem is not to replace you in your position, in your job, in your company. Because they know how hectic it can be to have that job.
There are 370 jobs right now in South Africa, Gauteng. 370 jobs. Yet not a single South African is going for that job. Can you imagine? They are saying that foreigners are taking their job. 370. And recent reporting says Gauteng schools are short of about 370 teachers in STEM and in critical subjects. So we ain't got no teacher to do coding, nobody to do IT, mathematics, science, engineering related subjects. You can't teach English. 370 jobs that has been reported right now. And yet I did a post telling you that nobody came looking for work and you are insulting me. 370, go for those jobs. Are you kidding? There is no software developers, no cloud engineers, no cybersecurity specialists. And all these people are not being found, but foreigners are taking their job. What job? Huh? You want to be a garden boy? Huh? What about a teacher? Where are you leaving 370 jobs? How many people are in Gauteng? How many people are protesting in the street? We've got people, more than 370 people. Even the children, those children that are protesting in school, they're in the street right now. But they're not studying for these subjects. And yet you say, I am taking your job, yet the jobs are available. You see, when we say these things, we see what's happening. You have to understand that the earth and its fullness belongs to God. The earth and its fullness does not belong to a certain race of people called the Zulus. It belongs to God.
The world will try to weigh you down with noise.
Their problem is not to take over your nail shop because they know they are not skilled enough to fix nails for people. What they want to do is to come and steal what you have labored for, to loot your shop and take over the expensive things you've purchased for yourself, and even take over your properties.
Almost 100 million people in South Africa. Okay, so what is the GDP of South Africa? It's more than billions of rands. I'm saying, if this government, if these people of South Africa come together, this country can afford to give each and every South African 1 million rand a year for the rest of their lives. We are so rich. That's why all these countries want, all these guys from other countries want to come and stay in South Africa.
And when they are done selling them off and done with your properties or what they've looted from you, they will look for another avenue to come and loot from you again. And so if you eventually leave, who would they go after to use as scapegoats?
I want the whole Africa and the whole world to hear this. If we are here, it's not because we want to live in this street here. No one in this world would prefer to stay in the street with his family. Is this how they protect refugees? We were in Bertrams, in Johannesburg, and we were attacked. Do you understand? We were attacked. They took everything from us. Do you understand? So every time they were attacking us, every time it was xenophobia. And the South African government, they do nothing about it. Those people who are killing, doing those xenophobic attacks, we didn't even hear that any one of them went to prison. None of them went to prison. So it's been like this is what is going on and on and on. So is this how the South African government they're going to continue to do? Is this how the South African government they're going to continue to treat refugees in this country? I came from my country, I ran to South Africa, and that was a long time ago. You understand? So I served this country. I worked in this country. Everything that I made in this country have been looted by the citizens of this country. Right now, more than 20 years, I have nothing. Before you that I breathe.
You see, that is what I'm talking about. Dear Africans, dear Nigerians, and those with common sense, it is gradually becoming clearer that undocumentation and crime isn't the real reason South Africans are fighting black foreigners. We are seeing a clear case of gangsterism.
You are from Nigeria? Yes. You are from Nigeria? Yes. Okay. So, do you have papers to be here in South Africa?
Yes, I have my ID.
You have your ID?
Yes.
No. How did you get the ID?
I got my ID from Home Affairs.
We are man guys. Sir, where did you get the ID? When was it?
Since 2005.
It was 2005.
2000.
You came to South Africa to do what?
I came to.
What is the main reason for you to come to South Africa?
I came to South Africa because there was a war in Nigeria there.
No. You came as a refugee. So what are you doing now for living in South Africa?
Sorry?
What are you doing now for living here in South Africa?
I'm employing the South Africa.
What are you doing? Are you the one who's running the kawash? No, look, sir. Just to be gentle, because I'm an old man. We are here to tell you, according to Immigration Act 2002, Section 13, 15, and 19, you are not allowed to operate any kind of business, not unless you have a minimum investment of 5 million rand and above. It's either you invest to the existing business or to the new one, you register with the CIPC, with Revenue and Home Affairs. You must apply for a business visa. You are not allowed to operate in informal trading such as kawash. So now we're not asking you, you have to close this kawash now. It belongs to South Africans.
So,
are we together?
No, I'm listening to you.
Yes.
But the investment of this kawash is more than 5 million.
No.
Local business, not Nigerian.
You can't invest in such business. It's not for it's an informal trading. The informal is a benefit of the South Africans. No. We're not going to delay because we're going to submit the memorandum. But we're telling you, just close down now.
They initially claimed they want to chase away crime committers and drug dealers. They realized that their excuses is not working, so they mobilized themselves and claimed that they are chasing undocumented South Africans. Yet, if you present your ID, they will claim it's fake. When they see it is original, they will claim that their problem is not your ID, but that your business or your investment is not up to 5 million rand. And when you present evidence of that, they will look for another excuse. Just like Malema described them, they are thugs, they are gangsters.
Hi, Jacinta. Diane Hawker from Deutsche Welle.
You know you want me to confirm what you guys are already going to write that there's xenophobia.
We are live now, and I wanted to ask you.
In your analysis of what's going on.
Absolutely not. We have really given you.
Even yesterday, I went on your Instagram and I made a comment.
Okay.
Because you are the same people that wrote on your Instagram page that we as South Africans are xenophobic. What do you see as xenophobic here? When South Africans are on the streets marching in their own country, what is xenophobic about that?
The xenophobic sentiment, as many people have been commenting, is asking people to leave the country, who some of them are documented and without any fair verification process.
When have you ever asked people who are documented to leave the country?
Well, many of these people are documented.
We don't.
Many of these people
know
are
why
documented.
they're running away. Do you have proof that these people were hurt or assaulted?
I don't have. I've spoken to some people. No. I wanted to ask you why you have come to this point today.
Because you are here to
spread
your propaganda.
Not at all propaganda.
Spreading
We
your
are
propaganda.
continuing
Don't
to speak to all sides.
We continue to us. Don't
Oh no, absolutely we have. We have spoken.
Exactly. First, I did my research and I realized that what Malema said is true. There are many provinces in South Africa where these atrocities ain't happening. So this group of charlatans are heavily paid by a group of people to create hatred for the majority of good black South Africans, using the dumb ones. And they will pay the media to televise it and circulate it while they go on live television to speak against black South Africans. Some people are accusing the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, that he is behind it. Well, I am not too sure.
The thunder crackled. What are you doing?
Everybody just arrives in our townships and rural areas and set up businesses without licenses and permits. We are going to bring this to an end. And those who are operating illegally, wherever they come from, must now know.
A warning shot fired by number one.
Brother, put the stone down, put the fire down, put it down now, 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 now. Who you there chase for street, now your own blood. Brothers, what is wrong? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Same sun way, kiss your skin, kiss his own too. Same red clay for Soweto mold us, me and you. What is it? What? Remember when your door was shut, when night was long, when apartheid rope choke your neck, who sang your song? Lagos raise fist, Lusaka hide you down, make room. Maputo feed you Luanda, shelter you from doom. Nairobi shout, Accra beg out, GSN gun. Nigeria soil money fight so you fi standing son. We no ask for receipt, we call you brother. We bury your pain, for I saw you like our mother. So why today you burn the shop of him where run? Why you call foreigner, the man will call you son? You dey fight your shadow and think say you win. When you beat the Ghana man, you slap Mandela's skin. When you chase him sister, you spit on Lutuli's grave. Is that freedom to be free and still behave as slave? Africa, no be peace on me to tear with teeth. The same chain we break for you, go hold us underneath. If hunger bring ganga,
national TV and threaten violence. Who are you? In a democratic state, express your views, criticize government about its ineptness, quote unquote, in dealing with matters of illegal immigrants. But Don't call for violence in our country. We know what violence can do.
We cannot allow anyone to come and say we want your passport, what's not law enforcement. We cannot allow the mobilization that wants to destabilize the country, that wants to use an excuse of attacking other people on the basis of we're dealing with illegal immigration. By the way, the people that are being attacked, it's not only undocumented foreigners. They are attacking even people who don't speak a particular language, the people who speak Tonga, people who speak Sivenda. It is a problem. So we are dealing with that. So we should not be convenient.
Not a demand we hustle beside you for relief. Some see me drop the pride, pick up sense. The world they laugh while we build our own fence. Your father's dream of a free land, not a closed mind. Ubuntu say I am because we are all mankind. Ubuntu, Ubuntu.
You're a man, go take care of your woman.
Who do you think
go
you
take
are?
care of
Take
your
your
woman
wife
and
to
take care of private hospital.
And also, and
take
you were
your wife
supposed
to the
to be
private
quiet.
hospital.
I will not be quiet for you.
Because me and this lady will look alike.
Listen, yeah, brother.
You don't nonsense.
You just
She's one of our own. In fact, I'll choose her before you. Don't come here and tell us about
I'm a born South African, so you take your medical insurance and go.
She's not South African. That's why she's here working with me.
Me and this lady will look alike.
No,
This
in
one
your
was supposed
country,
to be
Baba.
quiet.
Yeah,
I will not be quiet for you because you're a fucking quere. I will never be quiet for you. Don't you tell me I've got another color than you because you are a racist. Take your pregnant wife and go to your country. Asambeni, move. I will not keep quiet for you.
See the skin that you're wearing.
See
It's
my
not
skin.
like
See my skin.
does
It
it
doesn't
look
mean
alike?
nothing.
Does it look
It
alike?
doesn't mean nothing.
She's a South African.
Mwah. Goodbye.
You
Thanks
are.
very much.
We will
Sister,
choose her over
thanks very
you.
much. I respect you so
Bye-bye.
much. But this one, I can't listen to
No,
this
that's your problem.
Shaman, I don't respect you either.
We
I respect
her.
my sisters here.
I respect my country, I don't respect
but
you.
you
Go
not
back to
wearing
your
the
country.
same skin that
I
you
don't
wear.
care.
But it's
I'm
fine.
born in South Africa. You are not born in
Born
South
in here,
Africa.
you not
Go
belong
back
here.
to your country.
Don't
Take your
mean- it
pregnant
doesn't
wife
mean
and
that you
go to
belong
a
here.
private hospital.
Understood.
You don't belong
She
here.
belong here. I belong here.
Really?
So does
Really?
she.
So do I. I'm
Now
a
she's chasing
born
you
and
because she's
bred.
South African.
Bye-bye.
And we are here to defend her.
Bye-bye.
I put money to go to the
Bye-bye.
hospital.
Then
I'm
go
saying.
take your money
But I'm
and go
saying
to a private
about
hospital.
You
You mean nothing. You don't tell me nothing. I'm a South African citizen and you are nothing.
What you mean
You are
nothing?
nothing. Go back to your
Are you
country
sure?
where you Yes, I am
Thank
sure.
you so much.
Bye-bye.
Don't worry, we'll get the help. Sister, I respect
Not
you,
you.
all, but not this one.
I fusak, man.
My brother, I look alike with my brothers and sisters here, but only you.
Don't
Fuck off you. Fuck off you.
It's not going to help you.
Oh.
Yes, no, you
Yes.
you are all right.
Yeah.
I'm a messenger of truth. I spread the gospel for you to choose your path. Destiny is great, but how do you want it? Let the thunder crackle, the message of trust I shall be. Truth can't be forgotten, truth can't be traded.
You know, this is for my black South Africans. I just want to ask a question. In 1994, a whole ass functioning fucking country was given to you guys for reparations, for saying sorry about apartheid and all that stuff. A whole functioning country was given to you guys, to say, yes, you know what, take it. Show me one damn country that did that. One damn country. No, Americans didn't give it back to the Indians. Germany didn't give their country to Israel. But we gave our fucking country to you black people, and there's fuck all left about it, but we still have to make reparations. How does that work? What more do you want? What more do you bloody well hell want? I mean, we gave you a functioning, working country in 1994. What more do we have to do? I mean, really, It's like every day we hear on the news, Ramaphosa saying, reparations and we have to fix it. And what the fuck are you talking about? We gave you the country. Isn't that enough? What more do you want?
Truth sharpens the integrity of man. Learn the lesson of greatness. Greatness and integrity. Not a cooked up story for the gods. Man is a powerful.
And if no one has said it yet, I'm gonna say it today. Jacinta, you are a bug-eyed, long-faced, no-neck, having ass, a xenophobic, self-hating, stupid, self-serving. That's what you are. And you might think that you are fooling the general population of South Africa into believing that foreigners are their main issue, while you allow white monopoly capital to keep stealing all the land from underneath our eyes. We see you. We see you for who you are. Don't think we don't see you. You seemingly are fighting for the poor of South Africa. Meanwhile, your kitchen is full of smeg appliances. I'm sure you drive a fabulous car. Your husband is a lawyer. I want to know, open the books. Where does the funding for March to March and Operation Dudula come from? Show us, open the books. Let's see. I want to see who you are supported by. Who is supporting this little agenda of yours? You know you have political ambitions. Let's speak on it, Jacinta. You know you have political ambitions. You know you want to be that girl. And now you are using this uneducated general population and their search for a solution to their daily traumas. We see you. We see you, Jacinta. Don't think we are blind here. We know. And Jacinta, baby, we are serious. We want to see the books. We want to know where the money is coming from. We want to know who is supporting this agenda of yours. We want to know who benefits from you distracting black people.
2 billion rands get stolen from our public hospitals. And instead of asking, where did the money go? Foreigners are the reason you can't get medicine. Can someone please explain to me why the politicians who are stealing billions from our public hospitals are driving G-Wagons, and instead of demanding accountability, your first instinct is to blame foreigners? How does that make any sense? Do you understand how stupid that sounds? It's like seeing a man who just walked in on his wife cheating on him, and instead of holding her accountable, he turns around and starts screaming at his next door neighbor. That's who you are. You're just watching as your government lies to you, steals from you, and spits in your face. And somehow, it's the foreigners who are breaking our laws. This is just embarrassing.
Jacinta Ngobese Zuma is xenophobic. I'm going to prove this claim through pointing you to what she says, not just talking about narratives about her. I want to point to specifically how she talks about illegal immigrants and how she transitions from just talking about illegal immigration policies and issues with our policies to demonizing illegal immigrants. And then I'm going to move from there to talk about how she uses similar logics to white people who claim that black people must just get over apartheid to tell illegal immigrants and people from other African countries to just get over their role in ending apartheid. The first thing that I want to comment on is the way that she talks about illegal immigrants. This post from the 30th of April is a very good example. She dehumanizes illegal immigrant women, describing them as breeding like rats, and suggests that all illegal immigrant men in the Johannesburg CBD stand on street corners waiting to be criminals. This is the fundamental essence of xenophobia. Rather than being critical of policies or critical of what is happening because of illegal immigration, she shifts into dehumanizing and violent rhetoric in order to present illegal immigrants as a fundamentally dangerous, animalistic, harmful other.
Made me take a few steps back was simply because when I was advocating for Operation Totola, it was simple. The institution, the movement was fighting against undocumented foreigners committing crime in our country because we can't hold them accountable. And it's just too much. The stats say it, it's not my opinion. And when it moved to, we are now fighting all foreigners, I said, meeting, I'm not going to be part of nonsense, because if you're fighting all foreigners, you're talking nonsense. And it's not subjected to only Africans being foreigners. I mean, even you speak about UK, Europe, you speak about the West, America and so forth, and Asia. They're all foreigners, so there's no way that you can isolate yourself from the world. If you say you are fighting all foreigners, that means you are also suggesting all embassies in South Africa must close down immediate effect. People must go home, and all our ambassadors across the world must close office and come back because we are fighting all foreigners. And I was like, I'm not going to allow that. And what's the people that are suffering the most happen to be African foreigners by definition, because they are the closest to home. You don't find a Chinese guy chilling in Tembisa. You find a Mozambican, and you find Malawi, Bozim, and so forth chilling there. So as soon as you introduce that culture and you condition our people to saying all of them, then you are saying that there must be a battle in our townships. There must be fights. We must kill each other. We must just talk nonsense about each other. And I couldn't stand there and advocate for that nonsense. A lot of the people, even listening to this interview now, they've never heard me speak of all foreigners must go. I've always addressed undocumented foreigners.
Chest, each beat a hum against ribbon. Asking
So, what these people do is this. The first apartheid wasn't favorable to them in the end. Why? Because Africans backed up South Africans. And in recent years, we've seen the issue of land reforms. And so, if only they can see via the genuine connections that black South Africans have with their fellow blacks, they will be alone. Have you noticed that many white foreigners are also talking about it? Some are also paid to spread this narrative, to make it global, and the naive South Africans aren't aware of what is about to hit them.
how you fit love me and leave me. I know cry soft, I burn soft, soft, soft. Burn, burn, burn. Memories turn to matches in my hand, my hand, my hand, the hand's hand.
And that is why it's as if Malema is agitated. He understood the game of the real enemies.
It's just a myth, it's a lie, which they are using to further divide us, to perpetuate colonial divisions that were created in the past.